So, this is the next song that's coming in this series of my learning journey that has happened during the bhajan session on the Dasara day. And this is a very light-hearted celebration song. It's like we've gone through this entire journey of knowing what we have been carrying, inviting that goddess energy, inviting the divine energy within us, giving that divinity some space inside of us, and then actually realizing that divinity is in fact doing all this for us, for our benefit, for our spiritual growth. So, after all of this, why don't we celebrate a little, right? So, this is kind of a celebration song. Jagadeeshwari, Parameshwari, Partishwari, Sai Ma. So, this is again, as I told, a celebration song in adoration of our Mother Sai, of that divinity, of that divine energy. So, after all the efforts of cleansing our inside, creating her own space to be inside of us, you see, divinity is taking that effort to actually create her own space to be inside of us. Even though we are not aware, we don't know what we have been carrying, right? So, after all all the efforts that have been done of cleansing our inside, creating the divine space to be inside of us, we are now celebrating the achievement by calling out to Sai Ma, to our loving Mother Sai, in the various names and forms, name in the various names of forms that she manifests herself. She had manifested herself earlier, she manifests herself now, she continues to manifest in various names and various forms. So the lyrics actually have again, the names of various manifestations that the divine goddess has taken here. Annapurneshwari, Lokeshwari, Bhaktodharini, Saishwari, Jagadeeshwari, Parameshwari, Partishwari, Saima, Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati Ma, Lalita, Gayatri, Kamakshi Ma, Annapurneshwari, Sai, Lokeshwari. So all these are kind of just all the names of various manifestations that have come here to protect us. It's not just a bunch of names put together, but it's actually that emotion, that feeling that you have towards each of them, that you are kind of saying thanks, you are in appreciation of each of those forms, you are sharing your gratitude. And the last line, Bhaktodharini Saishwari, the one who supports her bhakta, right? Bhaktodharini, the one who supports her bhakta out of love, out of compassion, even though the bhakta is totally unaware of the ego self that he or she is carrying and the karma that one is getting tied to. So we are getting tied. We have already come here with a certain karma, and every moment we are getting tied to another some amount of karma. We are kind of accumulating all that baggage, right? And we don't know what is really happening to us. We don't know what karma we came with. We don't know what kind of karma we are kind of accumulating now. But even if you do not know anything, once you surrender, once you give away yourself at the feet of God, at the feet of Goddess, at the feet of that divinity, at the feet of that divine energy, Bhaktodharini, the one who supports her bhakta out of love and compassion, even though the bhakta is totally unaware of the ego self that one is carrying and the karma that one is getting tied to, is always with you as our very own Mother Sai, Saishwari. So this was a very light-hearted song even during that bhajan when I was sitting, in which I was sitting on that day. It's like, oh my God, I've gone through a lot of inner churning, and great. Now I'm kind of I'm singing all these names in adoration of Mother Sai. Let me just uh, let me just make my heart light while chanting all these names. So this was my feeling. These were my emotions that I had during during this specific bhajan, during this particular bhajan on that day of Dashara. And next, we would be moving forward to Janani Kripa Karo Ambe, where now again it's a request from us. We have reached a certain amount of consciousness where now we are asking our Janani, our mother, for Kripa, right? Yeah. We'll take it forward in the next episode. Thank you so much for listening all this while, for being with me, and make sure you go to the next episode. Thank you. Sai Ram.